I'm Madison, and today I'm going to be telling you guys how to get 1 million followers in 2025. I don't know if I can guarantee it, but let me give you guys my best tips and tricks on what we've done and what we're currently doing to continue to grow platforms. Because in this house, my dad, brother, and I have all grown platforms to over 1 million followers, and you can too right now if you go at it from different angles. Let's get into the video. I'll tell you a little more about it. So hear me out. Back in the dinosaur ages, like way back, there was this app called Musical.ly, right? And everyone thought it was like a silly little app. Well, they had some people hustle on it, and those people blew up. I don't know if it's a big secret nowadays that having a platform can get your foot in the door to some very interesting opportunities, especially in the entertainment space. Like, think about it. If Baby Ariel hadn't been hustling on Musical.ly, would she have landed the role in Zombies 2? Like, would she have networked with the right people to get herself in the audition room for that gig? Same with Kylie Cantrell. I don't know if you guys know this, but Kylie has been hustling in the entertainment space, and I don't just mean in like the Disney acting space and the music industry and stuff. I mean the social media space today is part of the entertainment space, and she's been hustling in it since she was like this big. In fact, one of my friends was mutuals with her like 2017, and I remember being at VidCon, and my friend was like meeting her for the first time. We didn't really like have too much in common with her or know her, but they knew each other and we were there. And today I'm like, oh my gosh, this girl is like this huge Disney star. Many of them took the buzz that they got from Musical.ly, and they're who they are now because of it. And now Musical.ly's TikTok, and it's super saturated. So now everyone's like trying to get a following over there, but honestly, it's not guaranteed. It's very hard to do so. It's a big game of luck now. By the way, all these strategies I'm about to say still include a base of luck to them, but these will help you get that luck a lot easier than if you took the traditional route and fought on different platforms that are already super saturated. Just a forewarning, this video is honestly like a really good strategy to use if your content's PG. If your content isn't really PG, probably swipe. It's not really for you because this strategy does include a platform that it's going to be PG content if you're using it. Just scroll if you're not a PG creator. Honestly, I should just talk about Zombies 4 for the next 5 minutes and let that half leave because this isn't really going to benefit you. Here's the thing. There's an app right now called Coverstar, and it's literally Musical.ly. Like, I'm having deja vu of 2016 with this app, and people are sleeping on it. So I'm going to tell you guys my tips and tricks on how to grow your platform on Coverstar. And honestly, you can use some of these same strategies for Shorts as well, because Shorts is not as saturated as it will be in probably like 4 to 5 years. Let's get into it. But before we get started, don't forget to click that subscribe button, especially if you want to see more of my content in the future. If these tips and tricks are helpful, give this video a thumbs up. Here are all my other platforms. Make sure you're also picking me up on Coverstar, and leave a comment on if you could have a secure platform on one app, which app would you want as your main platform? Let's break this down step by step. Okay, there's 2 huge tips. The first one is make sure you're posting under the hashtags, because those hashtags are going to give you exposure under the hashtag page, which people are checking every single day. So that automatically is a big power play. The next tip is star power strategy, which is when you post your videos, especially the ones under the hashtag, don't just post and swipe out of the app. Spend time going through videos and like give star power to people, because typically when you give star power to people, a lot of those same people are gonna go back to your content. They're gonna look through your videos and start giving you some star power. Oftentimes what you give is what you get. The more star power you get, the higher your video climbs on those chart for the hashtags, and then your video gets more exposure with more people, and then you get more followers. You see what I'm saying? So hand out that star power, be generous on the app, and you'll see a difference already. Tip number 3 is make sure you guys look good on camera, and I'm not just talking like looking good on camera. You don't want to look like a slob, because people aren't really going to be like, oh, she's really cool, I want to be like her, unless your angle is like that's your branding and you're like going for that, and it's like there's like a satire angle of like relatability with it. I don't really know, but at the moment, the audience over there typically likes seeing outfits and hair and little makeup tips and tricks, like different things like that. Everyone wants to learn how to improve on themselves as they're watching videos. A lot of get ready with me's, a lot of like OOTDs and makeup and stuff, and I think it is because a lot of people like watching that content so that they can incorporate some of that into their lives as well. Be someone who other people, especially like younger people than you, would look like you would think they would look up to. Does that make sense?
Okay, wait, pause. One quick thing is like there's no rules to social media, and for us personally, my family's always run our platforms as though it's like kind of a performance. We definitely keep our morals and values, but we create a higher energized version of ourselves for the internet so that we can have like a personal life offline. There's no problem with that. Literally fake it till you make it. And honestly, for mental health, it's always been a really good model for us to kind of have more of a calculated personality on camera. That way the negative comments as well go at that personality rather than at us. Still keep all of your same morals, values, even your interests. But remember, you're like creating a platform so that in the future you have a brand. You can use your platforms to sell like clothes, food, products, even services. You could be a life coach, whatever you want. Just wanted to clear that up, and you don't have to change yourself, especially off camera. If you do this model, you can stay true to who you are off camera and kind of like calculate it a little bit online to keep that separation. I mean, or you could do a blog style and post your whole life online. You do you, boo. I'm still trying to figure out my life, and I think some parts of life that you're just trying to figure out, if you post your whole life online, you might not realize that those aspects, you might look back and be like, I wanted to keep all that private, and I didn't realize I wanted to at the time, but now looking back, like, I have no privacy in my life now. Listen, at the end of the day, don't hate the influencer, hate the game of it. And honestly, I think cancel culture is probably the reason for why, like, at least we've overthought this a lot, but it saved us. So, yeah, no, that's just my tip of the day on how to go about a public platform. It's helped us a lot.
But in regards to looking good, lighting is also everything. Now, I'm going to attach some lights maybe down here. I'm going to attach some lighting that I would recommend. It could make for a really good Christmas present or a birthday present if your birthday's sooner, but I would definitely invest in some lighting, or even filming in front of a bright window. I wouldn't do it with like blinds in the way, because like the blinds, you know, like the different stripes across your face, but in front of a bright window is always a good idea. Just make sure your lighting's really, really good, because if the lighting isn't really good, you're not gonna look super professional and it's not gonna stand out to people. They're just gonna keep swiping. The only way you can really get around this is if you have a really good hook. If you have a really good hook in the first like second or two of your video, then you may have a lot more viewer retention and people will watch through no matter what the quality is. So definitely get a hook. But if it's just a trend you're hitting and it doesn't have a hook, make sure your lighting's really good. Like, make sure if you're doing an unboxing or something and you don't have a big shock factor in the first 1 or 2 seconds, get your lighting together. Like, really work on your lighting. I mean, hey, listen, people like staring at a pretty sunset over a blank sky any day. So that's why aesthetics and lighting and all the details of the visual are so important. But on top of that, invest in a tripod. Look at this. If I filmed this whole video like this, it like, I mean, maybe it would look cool. I don't know, but it definitely looks a little more professional when you like put a tripod down. I will attach a tripod as well, like one I would recommend. I love the new tripods that fold into nothing, because if you're traveling, or if you, honestly, I have one, I don't know if they have it on here, but I have one that is this big. It is this big, it folds up and it sits on a table. Like, you unfold it, it sits on a table. It's perfect. So I'll attach a bunch of equipment down here, but yeah, get the equipment. It's a good investment. Make sure you're posting consistently. Also, a big other tip is to leverage your following on there. Now, people are a cover star. Not all of them are allowed to be on Shorts, TikTok, Instagram, whatever. But for any platform you're building, even if you use this strategy on Shorts, you want to make sure that you're taking your audience and telling them about your other platforms if you have any, because if something happens to your account and it's gone, you want to make sure that your followers are following you on somewhere else so that they know where you're going to go next, or they know what your new account's going to be on the platform, or whatever the case is. Personally, me, I have 2 coverstar accounts. I always make it a joke that this one is like competition and she wants to be me, and for some reason she dresses and looks just like me. It's really good because then your accounts can like interact with each other too and kind of tornado followers off of each other. The hardest part is building multiple platforms and juggling it all, and you don't want to spread yourself too thin because it could be a lot, but you want to make sure that you are on all the different platforms, like I said, in case something happens, and to be able to share your audience to your different platforms. Quick pause, if you find this video helpful, don't forget to click that subscribe button right there. Also, pick up my other platforms. My Instagram and Snapchat are exactly the same, so feel free to pick that up. And then of course, coverstar. Those are the ones I'm like super active. I'm super active on TikTok as well. My content is just different on TikTok. You can follow it, but like these ones are gonna be a little bit more of like it'll work better with my YouTube branding, if that makes sense. Honestly, those are like my biggest tips and tricks right now when it comes to coverstar. Definitely do engaging things with your audience that you do build over there. So like for me, I do #Madison duets or Madison duet, and a lot of my viewers have been duetting me. I also have #Madison edits and Madison edit that I will check because so many of you guys make edits for me and I'm so grateful. And they're so fun to watch. So thank you guys for all of the love y'all been showing me over there. Our coverstar has been going absolutely crazy. I kind of knew where it was going just looking at the app in the first few days that I found it, but it is happening so quick and I'm like, this is deja vu. We've played this game before. I know how this works and I've been wanting to make this video to give you guys the tips and tricks on how to succeed on it. It is very useful right now and a lot of people are sleeping on it. Grow while y'all can, because in a year or two, every PG creator might be on this app competing under those hashtags and it's gonna be really, really hard to rank. So make sure you guys milk it now. Milk it now, milk it now, milk it now. I will say internet safety is super important. I'm gonna post a couple of shorts doing a few tips and tricks just on internet safety in general that I even still use a ton of them even though I'm not 9 years old anymore. But definitely coverstar is an app that allows kids, allows the youth, which there's a big debate right now over kids being online, but I think that it is smart to allow them to have some kind of outlet where their videos are going out to 99% other kids and all the content is PG, and it's a good like ground to be practicing when it comes to public. I say start with a private account in all cases. Practice. Once the kid and the parents are comfortable with it, like work on a public account. I would highly suggest that your parents monitor your public account, or if you're a parent, monitor your kid's public account, because all it takes is for your kid to post in their school uniform. That is a breeding ground to get kidnapped. Like easy, like boom. That is way too much personal info. It's so innocent too. A lot of parents don't even realize that that's the case, but like okay, so I've been in this space for way too long and I've seen the horror stories play out. And so like you almost, to do it right, even when you grow up, even when you're no longer a little kid. I even take a lot of precautions when I travel to make sure that I'm not posting exactly where I'm gonna be, because I don't want to make myself a target to get traffic. It's super important to practice the internet safety angle. It's a really cool app to be able to practice all that on. In my head, if I was a kid, or if I was a parent to a kid, that's how I would do it. Because if they post on TikTok, it like goes out to like 80% adults at the least. And then YouTube, it can like land in any audience. I mean, if you're hitting the trends that are on the shorts feed and that you see the youth doing, chances are it's not gonna go to a bunch of older people. But yeah, once I make them, I will tag the internet safety videos somewhere. I've made a few of these on coverstar and I had so many kids in the chat being like, please make more of these. This helped me so much. I just took down a ton of videos in my school uniform at my local park with street signs behind me. A lot of them have taken their like legal last names out of their usernames, so I will definitely do a few more internet safety videos. Let's go over it real quick. Post consistently, give out star power immediately after posting, slay with your lighting, tripod, and your energy. Give good energy in all of your videos so that people want to follow you. If you talk like this with it just niches you so hard, people probably will relate. But I can't imagine majority. You're gonna put a cap to how far you can take it if this is your personality in all of your videos. Engage with your community and leverage your following to grow on your other platforms. That's about it. My other platforms, make sure you guys sub, give this video a big thumbs up, and like I said, let me know if you could have one platform that was successful. Which platform would it be? Would it be YouTube, Instagram, coverstar, TikTok, Facebook, I don't know, Roblox? Honestly, listen, you could use this strategy to grow on Roblox. Maybe, I don't know. You probably need a YouTube connected to it to get the Roblox buzz. I don't know if just the avatars themselves in the game go viral, but like, low-key, you never know. Don't sleep on the up-and-coming platforms. That is how my dad, brother, and I all built over 1 million on TikTok, was that we didn't sleep on it. I actually am guilty, though. I did sleep on it. And I probably could be up to 6 million right now. How I sucked it up and been on camera. We're here now, though. And, you know, God had a plan with the whole thing. Maybe it's for the best I wasn't on camera at the time. That's another thing, too, is you have to have thick skin. That I keep adding to this video, but no, that is true. If you don't have thick skin, it's not worth it. Get your skin thick before you get on the internet, because the internet will only break you down more. But if you have thick skin, let the internet make it thicker. I always say I don't like blocking hate. I block inappropriate comments because my audience, a lot of them are young, and like I said, families watch my stuff, so I don't like having the inappropriate stuff in my chat for their eyes and their innocence. But it doesn't like bother me and get to me mentally health-wise. It doesn't bother me and affect my mental health, because again, like, I am not phased. I've built myself up so much to where like it doesn't faze me. And by no means am I encouraging it, but it also gets my algorithm up. So I don't like blocking them, because if I block them, I get less comments, which then gives my numbers not as much. You have to be unbothered. You have to learn how to be unbothered. It's just part of life. Let me know what kind of video you want to see next from me, and I'll catch y'all guys next time. Bye! So I will say, personally me, I'm super blessed that we did hustle and we grew these platforms and I grew my platform, because it has opened so many doors. Not only has it opened doors to a ton of opportunities, I've met some of my best friends doing this space, and some of them are literally like family now. Of course, it boils down to you and your family and what everyone's comfortable with when it comes to you being on camera, at what age. But as much as the FBI agents used to come to our schools and say, "Don't put your face on the internet, you'll get kidnapped," I'm so glad I put my face on the internet. I'm so grateful for it. I'm glad I didn't listen to them. But I also am grateful for that background, so that I played it super safe with internet safety, because again, seen a lot of friends in horror stories. So yeah. Again, let me know what kind of videos you guys want, because I could definitely make some. A lot. I gotta go. Bye!